Welcome back to Friday in the Field, guys. As always, I am Reece. We have our esteemed cameraman Connor wielding the camera today, and I am here with our owner, winemaker, vineyard farmer, man extraordinaire, Mark Mazzoni. And him and Jesse were out, and they were collecting what they told me is budwood, and this is Mazzoni Clone Zin budwood. And what are we going to be doing with this, Mark?
Well, this is the same farm that it came over to California from. This is just a stick of wood. It's now dormant, so all of these buds are in tight on all of these canes, and so this contains all the genetic material that we need for a fruiting plant. So this is freshly pruned Zinfandel that we have now traced. This is the 4th location for it, and now this behind us is going to become the 5th. So what's going to happen here is we've gone out, we've gathered the appropriate amount of material to be able to graft the 2.5 acres right here in front of the winery. And the reason we're collecting it now is because it is dormant. We can save it inside of a refrigerator is what we're going to save it in, with little sawdust shavings to retain the moisture. And then we're going to plant some rootstock out here. What that's going to allow us to do is be able to dry farm. So we're going to plant the rootstock out here. It's going to go through the springtime with no fruiting wood on the top, so just leaves.
Okay.
As fall comes around and we get into late August and early September, we are going to take these buds and we're going to graft that onto the rootstock.
Okay.
So this is what's called a dormant grafting.
Okay.
And then the next spring they'll push. And the reason we're doing it in these 2 phases is to establish the root zone of the plant so we can dry farm. Because a fruiting vine takes an awful lot more energy than just a rootstock. So we'll get root flush through the spring, establish that out, and then when spring of 2019 rolls around, out comes the 4th incarnation of Mazzoni Zinfandel.
I like it.
On new modern rootstock right here in front of the winery.
Cool. Now this vineyard's going to be for our Cappella field blend.
Correct.
That we do. And you said this is going to be a head trained vineyard.
Yes.
Now if we look behind us, we have beautiful trellised out rows of vines.
Correct.
This is going to be very different. Now why are we going to do a head trained vineyard?
For one, you see all this is a very modern planting, which functions very well in squares. Here on the estate, we've created all this curvature with the building and with the architecture, so it doesn't function too well with all of these wires. So what we wanted to do was bring this in as head prune. It's very small. It isn't as efficient. There are some more other challenges that come along with that. But what we can do is tend it because it's in this smaller quantity to be able to get the quality that we're looking for.
And this is a really old world style of doing a vineyard, yes?
It's 2 acres is just enough for me to do, Reece. That's why we're going to do it.
Got it. Well, cool. Well, we're excited, guys. We're about to be planting our Cappella vineyard. If you want to see some of this will be this whole next year. You'll see kind of the progression and the action that's happening here. So come out, see us, try some of our wines, try some of the Cappella, a little of the Mazzoni Clone Zin. Have a fabulous Friday, and stay thirsty.